North Ferriby United Football Club, creating a real power in women's football. That's the tagline because that's exactly what our long-term aims are. By way of background, North Ferriby United are a highly successful semi-professional club in the men's game. They're members of the Northern Premier League, and last season they finished only 49 places below the Football League. That means there is only the Blue Square North and the Blue Square Premier Division between them and the Football League. By being in the Northern Premier League, North Ferriby United are playing at the highest level of semi-professional in the country. They're the highest placed village team in England, and they're well known for playing an attractive brand of football. North Ferriby United have produced players such as Dean Windass, who've gone on to success in the professional game. We want to replicate the success of the men's team in the women's game. On the back of the successful men's side, the club have the infrastructure in place to be able to achieve that. Our aims are to develop a side that will rise through the leagues and develop players who will go on to play at a higher level. So how have we progressed so far? Well, the first stage, we formed a women's team in the summer of 2010, ready to start in the 2010-11 season. We've put in place a management team that comprised a first team manager, a head coach who is one of the highest qualified in the area, and a first team coach. We've gradually strengthened the squad in terms of numbers and quality, and we've obtained a dedicated women's team sponsor in freeparking.com, a major international company. We've completed stage 1, so stage 2 is planning pre the 2011-12 season, and what we aim to do is set up a reserve team. There'll be one squad of players, hopefully a squad of around 30. That reserve team will help increase competition for places. It'll be a way of feeding through to the first team. If somebody's in the first team and maybe a bit below par, they may drop into the reserve team. By having a reserve team, that's a good way of introducing youth players to senior football. It means they don't have to cope with the demands of first team football straight away. They can move up via the reserve team. The first team will play in Division 1 of the East Riding League, and the second team will play in the second division of the East Riding League. So we'll then complete the infrastructure for the women's teams. The first team and reserve team will share coaching strategy and player assessment, and then there'll be support to both sides from a scout and women's football advisor, a goalkeeping coach, a sponsorship and fundraising manager, an administrator and a dedicated physio. So what are our targets? Well, in the short term, the 2011-12 season, to become an established side in the East Riding League First Division, to have a reserve team competing in the East Riding Second Division, to enter and play in the FA Cup, and to have a prestigious friendly against a well-known league club. Our medium-term aims are to develop a side that will be promoted out of the East Riding League by the end of the 2013-14 season. We're looking to recruit talented and ambitious players to help us create a top team designed to win. All we ask in return is a will to win and dedication. So any players out there up for that challenge, come and join us and be part of this exciting project. North Ferriby United creating a real power in women's football. Well, there's a long way to go, but we're up and running. For further information, contact myself, Richard Watts, the team manager, on 07814 836 504, or contact the head coach, Dave Pendleton, on 07515 059 835.